struggle of putting Magic City together to finally put it out?
It's good to see it in the stores, man. I'm just hoping people are liking the album, you know. There's a lot of people gone out and bought it already, which is great, and a few more people who have yet to discover it, so yeah.
I'm sure they will, though.
Yeah.
You've described it like as your calling card for America, and it kind of sounds like P-Money with American accents, you know?
Yeah, well, you know, I try to get a lot of different collaborators from around the world, different vocalists and stuff, so, you know, there's a majority of it is actually people from, like, New York and Atlanta, and then there's a good chunk of local MCs as well, Scribe and Tyner, Consci and PNC as well, so it's good.
Many different styles on the album, like, you know, there are club bangers and there are R&B tracks and there's summer feel-good songs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Which are easier for you?
I think, actually, to be honest, the more street kind of hardcore hip-hop stuff comes more naturally to me. That's where my tastes lie. So the harder tracks on the album, like We and Anyway, like those are my kind of songs. But then, you know, I try to branch out and cover a few different bases. So we've got things a bit more R&B tinged, even stuff more rock tinged, like Stop the Music and stuff, yeah.
The Neptunes, though, they always like to have their rock bands in there, but you like the hard rock, eh?
Yeah, heavy stuff.
Let's talk about the song that I think is obviously one of the standout tracks with a guy called Akon who's blowing up in the States at the moment. Tell me about that song.
Well, the track's called Keep On Calling, and Akon is from Senegal in West Africa, but he resides in Atlanta. And it was just through his record label that I managed to get in touch with him. I'd heard some of his music. I was like, dude, I really want to work with this guy. And when I was overseas, like, recording the tracks for the album, I was like, cool, I'm going to go to Atlanta. Maybe I can get Akon on the track. So we spoke to his people, and he wasn't there at the time, so he was on a radio promo tour. So I left the track with him. I was like, man, if you ever get round to it, hear the song, like, hear the music, maybe you want to do something. I came home, and 3 weeks later, I got sent the CD in the mail. And I put it on, and I played it, and I was like, wow, it was the demo version. I was like, this is amazing. He gave me this great song, and everything he's singing about is stuff that is kind of relevant to my life as well as his. So, so I just thought it was just magic, and I just, mixed it down in the studio and finished it up, put it on the album, man. It's a standout track.
What's it like when you give beats to someone, you give a song to someone, and then you have to wait for their vocals to come back? It must be kind of nerve-wracking.
Yeah, that one was, because all the other tracks on the album, I was working with the artist one-to-one. So we'd be in the studio, like, with guys like Skills or Rock Raider. I'd be with them, like, recording at the same time. So that one, I was just fingers crossed something good came out of it, because I wasn't there to be like, oh, maybe we should do it like this, or, like, lend my kind of influence to the track, as I usually do. I'll be like, you know, we'll discuss what we're going to do on the song. So in that case, it was just a bit of good luck, I think, yeah.
On the local side, obviously, superb efforts from all the MCs, Scribe again, but real standouts from PNC and Consci, I thought, eh?
Yeah, man, those guys are pretty amazing. They're a good team. Like, PNC's from Palmerston North. He worked with Breaking Records and did some of his own independent stuff, and Consci, of course, from Frontline. Those are my two favourite young MCs in the country. Like, they're an amazing couple. Yeah.